Hello students, today we are going to learn the topic perimeter and area. To begin, let's understand how to calculate the perimeter. For example, to cover the boundaries of a garden with flowers, you need to calculate the perimeter. The perimeter is the total distance around the garden. For a rectangular garden, we can use the formula 2 times length plus breadth. If the dimensions of the sides are length is equal to 16.3 meters and breadth is equal to 16.7 meters, we can calculate the perimeter using the formula as follows. Perimeter is equal to 2 times 16.3 plus 16.7 is equal to 66 meters. Thus, the perimeter of the rectangle is 66 meters. Now, let's move on to the area. The area is the amount of space inside a shape. For a rectangle, it is found by multiplying the length by the width. Using the same rectangle, if the length is 16.3 meters and the width is 16.7 meters, we can calculate the area as follows. Area is equal to length multiplied by width is equal to 16.3 meters multiplied by 16.7 meters is equal to 272.21 square meters. Next, let's discuss the area of parallelograms. A parallelogram is a two-dimensional geometrical shape whose sides are parallel to each other. It is a type of polygon having four sides, also called a quadrilateral, where the pair of parallel sides are equal in length. To find the area of a parallelogram, you can follow these steps. First, choose a base, any one side of the parallelogram. Second, determine the height, the perpendicular distance from the base to the opposite side. Finally, use the formula area is equal to base multiplied by height. So, we get the formula for area of parallelogram to be base multiplied by height. For example, if we want to find the area of a parallelogram with a base of 8 cm and a height of 3.5 cm, the area calculation would look like this. Area of parallelogram is equal to base multiplied by height is equal to 8 cm multiplied by 3.5 cm equals 28 square centimeters. Now, let's consider another example. PQRS is a parallelogram where QM is the height from Q to SR and QN is the height from Q to PS. Given that SR is equal to 12 centimeters and QM is equal to 7.6 centimeters, we need to find A. The area of the parallelogram PQRS and B. QN if PS is equal to 8 centimeters. For A, the area of the parallelogram is calculated as area is equal to base multiplied by height is equal to 12 multiplied by 7.6 is equal to 91.2 square centimeters. For B, we use the area of the parallelogram, which is 91.2 square centimeters, and set it equal to the area of the triangle formed by PS. 91.2 is equal to 8 multiplied by QN. Hence, Qn is equal to 91.2 divided by 8 is equal to 11.4 centimeters. Moving on to triangles, a triangle is a polygon with 3 vertices and 3 sides or edges that are line segments. A triangle with vertices A, B, and C is denoted as triangle ABC. To find the area of a triangle, we can use the relationship between triangles and parallelograms. We can perform the following steps to get the area of triangle. First, identify the triangle. Look at one of the triangles inside the parallelogram. The base of the triangle is one side of the parallelogram. The height is the straight distance from the base to the opposite side. Second, understand the relationship. A parallelogram is made up of two identical triangles. Therefore, the area of the parallelogram is twice the area of one triangle. Third, calculate the area of the parallelogram. Use the formula area is equal to base multiplied by height. Fourth, apply the relationship for triangle. Since the parallelogram has two identical triangles, The area of one triangle is half the area of the parallelogram. Area of each triangle is equal to a half into area of parallelogram. Thus we get the area of triangle to be a half into base into height. For example, if the area of triangle ABC is 36 square centimeters and the height AD is 3 centimeters, using the formula of triangle, we can set up the equation 36 is equal to a half into B into 3, which gives us B is equal to 24 centimeters. Thus, the base BC is 24 centimeters. In another example, consider triangle ABC, which is isosceles with AB is equal to AC is equal to 7.5 centimeters and BC is equal to 9 centimeters. The height AD from A to BC is 6 centimeters. To find the area, we use the formula area is equal to a half into base into height is equal to a half into AD into BC is equal to a half into 6 into 9 is equal to 27 square centimeter. Now, to find the height from C to AB, we can use the area and base AB. 27 is equal to a half into 7.5 into CE, leading to CE is equal to 27 into 2, divided by 7.5 is equal to 7.2 centimeters. Now, let's explore circles. A circle is defined as a collection of points that are at an equal distance from a fixed point on a plane. The diameter is any straight line segment that passes through the center of a circle and whose endpoints are on the circle. The radius is any line segment from the center of the circle to its circumference. Next, we'll talk about the circumference of a circle. The distance around a circular region is known as its circumference. The formula for the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, where r is the radius of the circle, and pi is an irrational number, approximately equal to 3.14, or it can be taken as 22 divided by 7. We can also write circumference is equal to diameter multiplied by pi, as diameter is equal to twice the radius. Note, circles with the same center but different radii are called concentric circles. Let's consider an example. If the radius of the circle is 25 units, we can find the circumference using the formula C is equal to 2 multiplied by pi multiplied by 25 is equal to 2 multiplied by 3.14 multiplied by 25 is equal to 157 units. Therefore, the circumference of this circle is 157 units. In another example, if the radius of a circular pipe is 10 centimeters, we need to find the length of tape required to wrap once around the pipe. Using the circumference formula, C is equal to 2 multiplied by pi multiplied by 10 centimeters is equal to 2 multiplied by 3.14 multiplied by 10 centimeters equals 62.8 centimeters. Thus, the length of tape needed is 62.8 centimeters. Now, let's find the perimeter of a given shape. In this shape, we need to find the circumference of semicircles on each side of a square. The circumference of the circle is pi d, so the circumference of each semicircle is a half pi d is equal to a half multiplied by 22 divided by 7 multiplied by 14 centimeters equals 22 centimeters. Therefore, the perimeter of the given figure is 4 by 22 centimeters is equal to 88 centimeters. Next, we will cover the area of a circle. The area of a circle is the region enclosed in the circle. The formula for the area of a circle is A is equal to pi r square. Where r is the radius of the circle, A is the area of the circle and pi is an irrational number, whose value is approximately equal to 3.14, or it can be taken as 22 divided by 7. Let us take an example. If the diameter is 9.8 meters, we find the radius as r is equal to 9.8 divided by 2 is equal to 4.9 meters. The area of the circle would then be equal to pi multiplied by 4.9 square is equal to 22 divided by 7 multiplied by 4.9 multiplied by 4.9 square meters equals 75.46 square meters. In another example, let's say we have two circles with the same center. The radius of the larger circle is 10 centimeters and the radius of the smaller circle is 4 centimeters. To find the area of the larger circle, we calculate area is equal to pi r square is equal to 3.14 multiplied by 10 is equal to 314 square centimeters. Similarly, to find the area of the smaller circle, area is equal to pi r square is equal to 3.14 times 4 is equal to 50.24 square centimeters. Finally, to find the shaded area between the two circles, we subtract the area of the smaller circle from the area of the larger circle. Area of the shaded region is equal to 314 minus 50.24 is equal to 263.76 square centimeter. In conclusion, today we learned about the perimeter and area of various shapes, including rectangles, parallelograms, triangles, and circles. We explored how to calculate these areas and even worked through examples to solidify our understanding. Keep practicing these concepts as they are fundamental in geometry. We hope that you have understood the topic. You can now study chapter notes, watch video lectures, and solve MCQ tests of this chapter on Eduref to ensure you score well in your school exams. And that's not all, you also get amazing courses for maths, science, English, Hindi, and much more for Class 7. Thank you.